Throughout this election, we've heard a lot of talk about how the Republican Party has been divided by Donald Trump's run for president. Many prominent Republicans, including Senator Susan Collins, have made it clear they could not support Trump. News Center Shawna Newcomb spoke with Senator Collins and other party leaders about how this election might shape the future of American politics. Shawna?
Pat, we're near the end of what many are calling the most unusual election our country has ever seen. But some politicians think it could leave a lasting impression.
In all the years that I've been in government and politics, I have never seen such a bizarre election year as this one.
Senator Susan Collins says she's had it with this year's election.
It's really been disappointed at the presidential level to see the insult-driven campaigns, the lack of discussion about so many of the serious issues facing our country.
Collins is one of the several politicians who disagrees with her own party's presidential nominee, Donald Trump. After his, quote, lack of empathy and disparagement of the Gold Star parents who lost their sons in Iraq,
that for me was the final straw.
She calls it a disservice to the American people, and she's not the only politician who believes Trump is dividing his own party.
There's no question that Donald Trump is harming the Republican brand. You see it all over the country and here in Maine, with candidates trying to duck questions about Donald Trump. Our own Bruce Poliquin refuses to say whether he's going to support the Republican nominee or not.
Despite campaigns that have resonated with many Americans, Collins remains hopeful that the election won't leave a negative impact on the country's politics.
The American public is smart enough and knows how to distinguish between the top of the ticket and Republicans who are working very hard for their communities and their states.
Now, although you may feel too discouraged to vote in this year's election, Senator Collins encourages all Mainers to head to the polls to let their voices be heard on November 8th. Pat?
All right, thanks, Shawna.